Just getting stuff done. It's the same thing during the week, because they have 3 days to get caught
Hey, I
up
have a
on
question for one of my guys that's father and I. He lives on Wall.
We are now live
And he
streaming.
has, there's like two properties. One used to have a house. He owns a house kind of off the road. So he was wondering about getting just a second bin for garbage. Does he go through the garbage and call them to get that, or is that through the town? Like,
through the thing.
through us? Through us.
Yeah. The supervisor's office, and he comes down and he comes down.
Okay, so he just put a request in to get, it has two driveways, but he just wanted a second one because he owns both the properties now, but he only has one, so he's just wondering.
Every single tax.
I think it's $100.
But he can put in to get one, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's
Call
all.
my office.
Okay.
Talk to Carol Lee or talk to Sharon.
Yeah, Tom, I have a dual set, Edwards home kind of thing. I pay extra for a dual.
Yeah, okay, that's what he was wondering. He just didn't know if he was supposed to call because it's contracted out to call them or call the town, so.
Chief, how you doing?
So all the rules on let's say you did this, you would each one of those?
No, she knew. Okay, there you go.
22 total, 7 in the village, 15 in the town.
Oh, okay, so you don't necessarily have to,
Bob, if John Churchanowski doesn't show up, I'll do his schedule as a committee report.
Okay, good.
7 in the village
I'm just picking out some of the high points.
and 15 in the town.
Yeah, we can give that out too, can't we?
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna print some out, I forgot to print them.
Say that.
yeah, for the second one. Sorry about this.
Yeah.
And then
We could say that.
Well, we're gonna start at 6, so.
It'll take you just 2 seconds.
Okay.
All right.
And whenever you hit the form filled out that I gave you, goes to the town clerk's office, so whenever,
Just drop it off to you then.
yeah.
Good evening and welcome to the work session of the Lancaster Town Board for Tuesday, February 17th. This evening we have two people, well, we have two companies. Are you Bruce? Okay, hang on one second. They're going to be speaking tonight, and then we should have a Ken. Hopefully he shows up in the not-too-distant future. So we're going to start off this evening's work session with Bruce Whitehouse from Innomotive Solutions Group. Come on up.
Thank you. So thanks for taking a few minutes of your meeting to speak with me this evening. And my purpose for being here tonight is to introduce a project to you that we would like to move forward with, but of course I think we need your approval in order to move forward. And one of the next steps would be to engage, as we have had initial discussions with, but to engage in a more meaningful manner with the Industrial Development Agency. So I understand when we first engaged in this process and built a building back in 2014, we worked with LIDA first, and then we came to the town. I understand that's been kind of reversed.
That has been reversed, yeah.
So
The
hence
LIDA waits for approvals from the town first before they proceed.
And that actually, that makes sense as they explained it to me. So just to give you a quick background, Winomotive is one of a member of the Innomotive Solutions group of companies. So Winomotive is a property owner, the real estate holder, and Amdor is one of our operating companies. We're located at 4304 Walden Avenue. We built that, we expanded that building, which was originally the Raylax Motorsports building. And when we acquired it in 2014, we expanded it from its 21,000 square feet by adding 10,800 square feet. And that was primarily to house our automated paint facility. So we manufacture, design and manufacture what we refer to as roller shutter doors that are used primarily in the global defense, civil defense industry, largely on fire apparatus, which is a fancy name for fire trucks. And we supply that product throughout the U.S. and select international markets. To give you a little bit of additional background, because someone is undoubtedly going to say, well, Bruce, I think you'd speak funny, and I recognize that I do. I'm from Canada. I am Canadian. Our company is based, my company, I own it, is based in Burlington, Ontario. We have operations in Burlington. We have operations here in Lancaster, as well as in Springfield, Ohio. So in Canada, we produce the Amdor product for the Canadian market. In Lancaster, we produce it for the U.S. market. It is our intention to be able to allow taxpayers in each of those jurisdictions for their money to be spent in the country in which they're actually going to put the money to use. So U.S. taxpayers, when they fund fire apparatus that's purchased with U.S. taxpayer dollars, we want that to go into the U.S. market, so we have our manufacturing facility is here. And we've grown significantly from the time that we originally purchased and then expanded that building. We now employ about 50 people, and if you drive by our location at any point in time, you'll see there's about 18 containers outside the building to house our inventory materials. That's become a little bit more challenging over the last year because of some of the trade that goes, or the restrictions on trade, basically the tariffs. So we've responded to that, and in doing so, we recognize that we need, in order to be more effective and to continue to grow the business, we need some more space. So I'm here today to ask for your support in allowing us to move forward with at least a proposed, an investigation on the addition of about 35,000 square feet. The last page of which I provided with you is a concept, so you can see the original building. That's the 21,000 square feet. You can see the 10.8 additional that we put on in 2014. Operations began in 2016. And the proposed, and this is subject to probably some significant fine-tuning, about 35,000 square feet to add on to the back of that building. Are there any questions that I can answer for you?
Board, any questions?
What, are there any neighbors behind you on that proposed?
We own, and great question, thank you. I've actually tried to show and not done a very good job with that little squiggly line at the top. That just gives you the indication that I'm showing you a very abbreviated portion of our property. We own 28 acres.
Okay.
So there's really no backdoor neighbor that we would be impacting directly.
Sure, okay.
Is there anything on that existing site now, or is that land where you're putting?
It's vacant. Behind the property behind the building is vacant.
And then that proposed expansion, that's an all-new building right there?
That would all be new, yes.
brand new.
Yes.
Can I ask,
Yes, you can.
what is the pink dotted line to the right of the proposed building?
Make sure I'm referencing the right thing here.
I think that may be the total amount, because that'll probably be where trucks come in, maybe parking
Yes, so,
within that.
so if you're referring to this line,
No,
oh, sorry,
Little circle,
No, the dotted, there's
Right
like
here.
a dotted dash
There's
line.
another,
It looks like a truck.
it's kind of
Like maybe
circular.
flow of traffic, maybe
Yes.
designated flow of traffic.
that's essentially the truck turning radius
okay.
shown so that we can size the asphalt surfaces large enough to get a 53-foot trailer in the turning radius.
Curious, thank you.
Matt, Ed, anything?
Pretty straightforward. Yeah.
Okay. And have they given you anything yet, or still waiting for?
No,
Okay.
looking forward.
All right, great. Thank you very much. We don't have any other
Thank you.
questions.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think if there's anything that you need from me, please don't hesitate to reach out. Diane, I think you probably have contact information from
Sure.
some past conversations. If there's nothing that you need from me, then am I free to go?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. All right, have a good trip.
Have a good evening. Thank you.
you also. Diane, I had to take my glasses off. And I'm like, oh, that pink line. I was like, what's that line? I'm like, oh.
Okay, Mr. Whitehouse, that was Mr. Whitehouse. Ken doesn't appear to be here right now. GPI engineer, maybe he's still going under the old time of 6:30. So we'll leave that open for him at that point in time. Some of our department heads also aren't here at this point, but the two that we have here, we're going to call upon them But first, we're going to start up here in the front. Diane, what do you got?
Well, today is the last day of town and county taxes without penalty. So get them in the Dropbox by midnight if you haven't paid. And we were able to pay the town the full amount that they are due today. So I was happy to do that, 28 million plus. And that's it.
Thank you. Brad, anything?
Just the town attorney's working hard on the various projects and issues that are on her desk, and nothing specific to report.
Okay, thank you. Ed?
A couple of things besides the projects. Erie County Sewer District Number 4, the Board of Managers, typically have 2 members from the town. I sit on it, and Adam was the last member. With Adam gone, they need a replacement. If somebody would like to, if you'd like to appoint somebody, or somebody would like to volunteer,
You are, what's the committee again?
it's the Erie County Sewer District Number 4.
Okay.
It's the sewer district for this area.
Okay, do we have any volunteers from the
It meets about once every 2 to 3 months.
people who were here? You guys want to think about it a little bit?
I've done sewer before, so.
Oh, you wanna do it?
Literally,
Okay,
literally I've done it, so, yeah.
Digging them or just?
all right.
I'll let.
Do we need a resolution for that or anything?
It's just a committee.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the Board of Managers for the sewer district.
Yeah, there may
It's
be a
a position,
resolution.
the county,
Voting
Erie
rights
County
and
will have to
everything.
approve you.
Do we normally do that on the,
Organization?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we do. Did we not put anybody? Yeah.
it's not on the organizational meeting from this year? No, okay. Probably took it off because we took action.
Right, okay. So we'll do up a resolution for that, Mark, and have it at the next town board meeting. Is there a meeting between now and,
No, and I'll let the district know, because there's paperwork they'll have to send Mark to fill out and stuff.
okay. All right, thanks, Mark.
No, thank you.
The other issue is, I got a call, or an email last week from Erie County, from Gina, William Street Reconstruction. We had conversations with them a year, maybe more, about water lines. Because there's water lines that cross Erie coming off some of the subdivisions. And we didn't want to do anything with them if they were going to be ripping the road up. And the thought was that we would incorporate any work that needed to be done to the water lines with the county's work, called a betterment, you get it at a better price. And they were fine with that then. They've now informed us that they prefer the town move ahead with any water line work crossing William before they get there. We're in the process of looking at what needs to be done, figure out what that is. I asked her what the schedule was for construction on William Street, and they said they hope to start next year. So I'll get back to the board with what work there is.
So if we went for a WIA grant for that, it would be too long?
Yeah, I
It
know.
would take too long?
Yeah, because of the process.
According to their construction deadline?
Yes, yeah. My hope is, and I don't know this for a fact, we're looking at it, we have the bond for Cemetery Road, and we're trying to see if there may be enough money in that to cover what we have to do here, in which case it would already be covered, you wouldn't have to expend more money. But I hope to have that for you for the next meeting.
Okay, yeah. Lots more details. Why the county is not going to do what they said they were going to do, so the town ends up having to pay more money. We definitely got to get some more info on that.
Well, you did say they preferred, correct?
Yeah.
Hey, what's the legal definition of preferred?
Yeah, I mean,
It's not a demand.
They were optimistic
I mean-
that it would get done.
yeah, I mean, the issue is they don't want to do the road and then have us come back a year later and have to rip it up and put a water line in.
But it was supposed to be at the same time.
It was supposed to be at the same time. That was our thought process.
Okay. Let's, let's delve obviously
Yeah.
further into that and see if we can't work something out where it does happen at the same time and neither
Other-
party suffers.
Otherwise, other work, the only thing really, everything's moving forward. Westwood Splash Pad, we've had conversations with the vendors. And of the list that we had, and vetting all of them, there's 3 that could do what we need to do.
Okay.
They gave us some good information, and we're coordinating that with the park master plan that we were looking at, because there's parts of that that have to be done to accommodate the splash pad, so we're trying to work that out.
Okay. Anything else?
That's it.
Matt?
Well, good evening, everybody. Thankful for the support of resolution number 11. It's just a part of our vehicle refreshing of the fleet to maintain higher residual values when we do turn in the older vehicles. I appreciate your support on that. And with that, I'd also like to invite any and all board members to visit our department so you can get a Reader's Digest version of what we do down there, what the expectations are from the industry, and what the requirements are from the other agencies. So anytime, just give a shout ahead. Happy to walk you through however time you would like to take. Also, with the weather forecast for this week, I'm counting down 31 days until spring, but we're expected to get some rainfall tomorrow, some good temperatures for some snow melt. So I'm advising anybody and everybody that has properties to, just maintain, keep your eyes open on your drainage systems, your drainage inlets, make sure that they're clear of any debris or snow or ice that's been built up, gutters, downspouts. Just be mindful, because when the flood happens, it's going to be a little bit too late. We have some time to get in front of this thing, and I'm pretty sure that past practice will prevail. And then also, I've registered this morning actually for a training seminar for February 27th. It's in direct response to Executive Order 14377, primarily the federal preemption after disasters is the name of the course. There's a new Small Business Administration ruling, and it's been projected that the federal government is attempting to overtake the state's responsibilities and the local government's responsibilities for these projects after a disaster to get permitting done and moving forward. So I'll be attending that Friday afternoon, get some better information. I did read through the executive order, and it primarily states, the fundamentals of any process for environmental quality review. There's some timelines that have to be met, but those are pretty they're standard process. I don't see any big issue other than for those municipalities that don't have a process. But I'll report back to the board on that when it's complete. For now, that's it.
Okay, what about, we were talking about flood mitigation earlier today.
Yeah.
Appears there may be some money out there for flood mitigation. Now, again, when we looked into this, we didn't have any residents who wanted to allow their property to be flooded. However, there is a section that the county owns, is that correct?
Well, I read through the drainage study, and that one focused on Cayuga Creek, and they identified the one area of mitigation within the town. The other two are in both the villages of Depew and the village of, they're both in village of Depew. But at any rate, the one that's within our town is at the Bowen Road Bridge. It is a county road. The landowners on east and west side of that is the Erie County, the park system, and there's a small piece that's on private property, and that was the focus of that study, where we could spend some dollars on whether or not the county moves forward with that mitigation process. It's really up to them, but either way, we need to issue those permits, as I stated, the floodplain development permit, and then, having a discussion with